Big Z Reviews. Don't Look Up is a new big Netflix kind of blockbuster that came out recently from Adam McKay. And it is interesting if it was about a half hour to 45 minutes shorter.
We discovered a very large comet.
Oh, good for you.
It's headed directly towards Earth.
This comet is what we call a planet killer.
At this exact moment, I say we sit tight and assess.
Sit tight and assess?
Sit tight.
And then assess.
So Don't Look Up is a film that on its face is about a comet coming to Earth. It's a planet killer. But all the subtext is Trump. And as that, it's just like, it's like 2 years too late. Or a year too late. Because, I know it's about Trump and COVID. And it's about global warming. And it's about, all that thing to people that can just deny, what's happening. But it's so heavy-handed with it. And it's so kind of unbelievable. But I know, it happened. So, some of it is believable. The way they do it is just, it's so long-winded. It's not, and they don't even try, they don't say it too much. I feel they could have said it stronger. But instead, they have these long scenes that just go on that don't even really matter. And it's just, I don't know. It's not a good movie. But it's not horrible either. So it mainly stars Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence. He's a doctor of astronomy, and she's a doctorate student and she finds a comet, and she thinks, oh, that's getting closer and closer, and she tracks in and oh, that's gonna hit Earth. And then Meryl Streep is the female version of Trump, and her son is Jonah Hill as Donald Trump Jr. And Kate Blanchett is one of the Fox News broads, and Tyler Perry. It's Fox News broads, but it's kind of like Good Morning America, but and Tyler Perry is Michael Strahan, I think, and there's Timothy Chalamet is a random guy that Jennifer Lawrence hooks up later in the movie. And it's just, there's a lot of interesting stuff here. And I know a lot of critics were criticized for critiquing the movie by people saying that, oh, it's about global warming, you can't critique that. But it's something about it is just so heavy-handed. And it's not that funny, is the other thing. I never laughed out loud about it. It was all just groaning, rolling my eyes at it. There's Mark Rylance as Peter Israel, and he's a version of the creator of Apple, and the Tesla guy, and Bezos, Amazon guy, all rolled up into one. And that's the thing, in the real world, each one would have a different plan to save us from the comet. And I think a lot of the performance is so over the top. But, the other thing, too, is so American. It's so much about the American problems. And, if something like this was happening, China would be on it, China would be doing some interesting shit, and Russia would be trying to do stuff, too. And they have, one tiny little scene where, they show them watching a launch that fails, and it's oh, I guess we're the only ones that can do it. And it's so, China, even though China says that things are failing, and but wouldn't China be doing something? They have some interesting space program stuff going on, and it feels so worried about what's going on in America that it kind of fails to tell what a story would actually be like, And I know it's so stupid. I feel too, so much about people, especially at the beginning, where people are oh, that's not real. People aren't interested in that at all at first. And I think that's such a fallacy, because I mean, look at the James Webb telescope that's going on right now. And if you look at it, there's so much buzz about it. Like on even Reddit, like they get like it's always on the front page about each time, but like it just now fully unfolded itself, and everything. There are no failures, and it's going great. And there's also that stuff is really interesting because NASA was talking with like religious leaders around the world, trying to see what would the reaction be if we found intelligent life in the universe. And like this one is like so much more powerful than the previous telescope that we're probably going to find life. Like we might even find some Dyson spheres around suns. But previously we've noticed suns that don't seem to be behaving like they should be. And if a species was advanced enough, they would make a Dyson sphere around the sun that would collect massive amounts of energy to power everything. So like we're gonna find some weird shit, guarantee. Like in the next couple months, there may be some weird announcements. Like I was thinking, with the speed limit of the universe, the speed limit of anything that doesn't have mass it travels at maximum the speed of light. Like unless there's some weird thing we haven't found, like in Mass Effect, there is. If we're in another galaxy, multiple even in our galaxy, but if in a different solar system, it'd be so far away, like you probably die before they ever got to us. But with the telescope, we may be able to see signs of them. So, but people are so interested in it. People will be interested in this comet, and it's just like, and then this whole "Don't Look Up," like with Coleman comes the whole thing that where like she's running for re-election or the midterms or whatever. It's like it's just look up, you can see it, and there's like don't look up. It's just like I feel like that's not real. I think like there's so much especially this is Meryl Streep is a conservative, obviously. So, but I mean, like, so many conservatives, you see, are so in conspiracy theories. I think they would be finding a conspiracy theory that, they're doing, none of it rings true to me. And, but, a lot of the actors aren't bad, especially Leonardo DiCaprio. He has a really kind of interesting where he goes on an interesting path. But, like, and I like Jennifer Lawrence, although her hair is ridiculous. But like so many other people are so over the top or wearing weird face makeup and prosthesis, like Kate Blanchett. Like she wears fake teeth. Like the first time I saw her, like, that's Kate Blanchett, right? Yeah, that yeah. It's like, but Mark Rylance, like a lot. Like it's just, I just wish it wasn't so much up its own ass, And I wish it did better and if it was shorter. Like it's just. And it's funnier. Like, it's just not great. Probably give like a 5 out of 10. But thanks for watching. If you want to see more of me, you can subscribe down below. Thanks.